You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good Friday afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Hurley with your 48 Fastcast, our digital version of your top headlines in a short, fast newscast. We start today with an update on that train derailment cleanup in South Huntsville. The Huntsville Railroad Authority says cleanup for the train derailment at the scene of that collapsed bridge along Aldridge Creek should be finished within a few days. A private contractor is now working to remove the cars that derailed earlier this week that now sit in Aldridge Creek. The Railroad Authority says it could take a year or more to get the railroad bridge fully rebuilt. New information this afternoon on that crash that left a motorcyclist badly injured after being hit by a car. Huntsville police tell us that Valdemir Morales was arrested for leaving the scene of that accident involving injury. Investigators say he was involved in a crash last night on Mountain Gap Road and Memorial Parkway. The motorcyclist who was hit was taken to the hospital with significant injuries, but is expected to survive. Right now, we're reaching out to Huntsville police for information about a shooting where at least one person was wounded. HMC's Don Webster says paramedics responded to the scene on Bonnell Drive today about noon. One victim was taken to Huntsville Hospital Trauma Services in stable condition. So far, no word on a suspect. A newly hired guard at Limestone Correctional has been arrested on drug charges. New information we just obtained show Shania Williams was caught with marijuana and scales at a traffic checkpoint outside the prison. Williams was charged with marijuana possession. Limestone County Sheriff's deputies arrested Cesar Gonzalez for rape and sexual abuse of a 14-year-old. Gonzalez is being held without bond. Immigration and Customs Enforcement put a hold on Gonzalez due to his citizenship status. Madison police arrested a man for sexual abuse. Delano Yarborough is currently in the Madison County Jail on a $10,000 bond. Investigators say he's accused of subjecting another adult to sexual contact without consent. Happening now, a Limestone County woman charged with sex crimes against a child is before a Limestone County judge for a bond hearing. Monica Campbell was arrested as part of an investigation into allegations of sexual abuse of a child. She was one of 3 people charged, along with Crystal McCart and Gayla Kyle. We have a crew in the courtroom. We'll let you know what the judge decides coming up at 4 o'clock. Also happening now, a Lauderdale County man charged with killing a woman then trying to burn her body is in court for a hearing that will shape his upcoming trial. Logan Rogers is in court for what is being called an advisement hearing this afternoon. Rogers is charged with murdering Autumn Strickland by running over her with her own car back in May. Prosecutors say they will seek the death penalty in this case. A Florence man was killed in a deadly wreck last night. State troopers say 64-year-old Ralph Brown died from his injuries when his motorcycle went off Highway 157 just north of Florence. Brown was flown to Huntsville Hospital where he died from his injuries. An investigation is underway into a fire at a Sheffield apartment. This is video from our partners at the Shoals Insider. They say this happened at the 9 Oaks Apartments on Little Rock Avenue near the intersection of 6th Street. The fire started in a vacant unit around 11 last night. Thankfully, there are no reported injuries, but 4 people are displaced.
About a week from today, and maybe even as early as next Thursday, relief is on the way, and it does look like it's going to be wetter, and that's going to lead to temperatures in the 80s most of the afternoon. But we got a hill to climb. We got first alert weather days out for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Right now, we've kind of shifted that earlier in the week. As far as the rain goes, nothing out there raining down really right now in the Shoals. We've got the showers out there. That's pretty, I wish I was out there right now. I'm exhausted. That'd be nice. A good refreshing water hole. 92 degrees in Muscle Shoals. It's not as hot as it has been earlier in the week, so there's good news, but unfortunately it's going to get hotter. Grilling forecast, just basically a very isolated or rogue shower out there, and that's going to be it. 3-day forecast, 90s, increasing heat, 95 Sunday, heat index around 105, heat index around 108 Monday. The heat index may top out at 113 at some point early next. Yeah, that just sounds hot, doesn't it?
Does the thermometer go that high?
Well, the heat index, yeah, thermometers do go that high. Think of it as in the oven.
It's terrible. Up next, an update on the Huntsville hands-free ordinance. What city leaders say it means for your safety on the road after 1 year of enforcing that law. Huntsville city leaders say progress is being made on changing driver habits. This comes 1 year since the city's hands-free ordinance went into effect. Enforcement of that ordinance went into effect July 2024 after a 6-month grace period. Councilmember David Little introduced that ordinance after his family was once involved in a serious accident caused by a distracted driver. He says the ordinance is all about common courtesy to fellow drivers.
We all want our fellow drivers to treat us respectfully when we're on the road, and we should do the same for them. So wait to send that text message, or wait to make that phone call, or to watch your favorite movie while you have one eye on the road, one eye on the movie. I've observed this type of behavior, and it's not just reckless, it's unacceptable.
City leaders say that police issued 190 citations and 112 written warnings in the first year of the ordinance.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Oh, not much out there. Radar kind of looks like it did yesterday. You get these pulse showers. They'll increase a bit, and then they just kind of pulse down, pulse up, pulse down. And the best chance is mainly south of the Tennessee River, off to the southwest. Otherwise, just hot, but this is a typical normal day, we'll call it, in late July. 90 degrees out there. Let's start with your 10-day forecast. I've shifted the first alert weather days forward to Monday. The heat index around 108, 110 potentially Tuesday, 113 potentially. I stress that. If this area high pressure can mix down some drier air, that'll really help. That'll keep the heat index closer to about 104. But regardless, it's still going to be very hot. And I've kind of shifted focus here. Look what happens Thursday. It looks like the front may arrive earlier, and the model guidance is really putting several rounds of showers and thunderstorms in here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we may see a very wet period here to start the month of August. Kind of unusual too, but we'll take it. It's going to cool us off into the 80s, it looks like. Again, it's because we're seeing rain. It's not a fall cold front. The rain's going to cool things off. 74 muggy again tonight. Staying warm again tonight. Pretty much the same graphics I used yesterday. Isolated thunderstorm. We'll change that before 4 for tomorrow. Not much rain, kind of like today. Most of the deeper moisture is down here just off to the south near Tuscaloosa, Montgomery, just south of Auburn, and some heavier rain in and around New Orleans, as to be expected with this tropical wave as it continues to move to the west. But in its wake, big area high pressure moving in. So here's your Saturday around noon. It looks just like it did today. Model guidance trending a little bit farther east and north with some of the shower activity. But boy, there's not much out there at all. Maybe later in the evening, a few more showers, a thunderstorm. But again, they look like rogue showers and storms. Sunday, it looks like it's going to be dry. I think we're just too generous with even a 10% chance of rain at that. We'll take a complete look at your forecast once again. Check on those rain chances again for late next week and next weekend, coming up at 4, 5, and 6.
I am hopeful. Thank you, Brad. And that'll do it for our 48 Fast Cast. Don't forget to join us for our 4 o'clock newscast on TV, WAFF 48, and breaking news at 5, 6, and 10. I'm Liz Hurley. We have you covered. Have a great afternoon.